Tonight, I'm gonna make some chopped cheese inspired ground beef sandwiches, and I'm gonna show you how I do it. I have a pan heating up over medium-high heat, and the oil that I put in this, about, 2 teaspoons or so, is starting to heat up, starting to smoke, and so I'm gonna add my pound of ground beef and start to break that up with a spoon. I'm not looking to get a whole lot of color on this, but I definitely want to get a little bit of color before I go in with the aromatic. It has given off nearly all of the liquid. It's starting to fry. You can hear it sizzling, actually frying in the bottom of the pan. Like I said, I don't need too much color on this. I'm going to go ahead and add my onions and bell pepper. I have about 3/4 of a cup of onion that I pretty finely diced, and about half a cup of red bell pepper. That's what I had in the fridge. And that is what we're using this evening. Now that I have added the aromatics, I am gonna add some seasoning to this. I just have a homemade little seasoning. I would imagine about a teaspoon of any general all-purpose seasoning that you have around the house that you like would be good to add in. Stir this all together and let this all sweat down for probably another 7 minutes or so. The onions and the bell peppers are soft. The onions are translucent. I'm going to add some garlic. Yes, jarred garlic. Why not fresh garlic, Sean? Because sometimes I like to do things easy too, and this is not bad. At the same time I add the garlic, I don't know, maybe we'll say half a teaspoon or so. I'm going to add some tomato paste. With tomato paste, I like to cook it for a little bit in the pan like you would spices or anything. I don't like to just let this be part of the dish raw, so I'm going to work this garlic and this tomato paste into the meat mixture and let this fry for, 2 minutes before I start adding beef broth. The garlic and the tomato paste have cooked just a little bit. Everything is looking nice. Now it's time to go in with the actual cooking liquid. I'm going to add some beef broth. Again, I just had some in the refrigerator, so this is what we're going to use. I'm going to add about a cup, a generous cup of beef broth, just a little bit of Dijon mustard, I don't know, I'd say like a 1/4 teaspoon maybe, a little bit of Kitchen Bouquet. This adds a depth of flavor to so many things. I use this a lot when I'm making some Cajun dishes. Just a little bit of the Kitchen Bouquet, a little goes a long way. And of course, Worcestershire sauce. 3 generous shakes. I'm going to let this come up to a simmer, and then I'm going to put a lid on it, and I'm going to let it cook till the sauce tightens up and the meat is really nice and tender before we add the cheese. The liquid is almost completely reduced in this beef. I tasted it already for final seasoning. It doesn't need any salt. I'm adding just a little bit of black vinegar to this. I love the flavor. It's almost kind of like cola. It's delicious. And last but not least, I'm going in with 4 slices of American cheese. Yes, American cheese. I will die on this hill. I don't think that any of the American cheese haters out there, you don't hate American cheese because of your palate being so refined. It is based in ignorance. American cheese is delicious. And so now I'm going to add 4 slices of American cheese to this chopped cheese mixture. Now, stir all of this up and let it just get nice and creamy. And then we'll be ready to assemble our sandwiches. Here it is in all its glory. I have it on a bolillo roll that I had in the freezer. Like I said, using everything that I have in the refrigerator. It has some Kewpie mayonnaise, some yellow mustard, pickled red onions, lettuce, tomato, and now it's time to try it out. It is cheesy, creamy, delicious. It tastes kind of like amazing cheesy pot roast on a bun. I'm enjoying it with Dragonfly brand spicy onion rings. If you like Funyuns, these are delicious. Make some chopped cheese sandwich for you and your family and have a good one. Let's go.